Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Now, last Friday, a young woman named Sandra Bland, she moved to outside of Houston, Texas. She had accepted a position at her Alma Mater, which is a Prairie View A&M, and while she was driving, she was pulled over by police. This is in Waller County, Texas. I live in Willacy County, which is near the southern tip by Brownsville. But during the traffic stop, something happened. The cops said that she failed to use her signal to change lanes, and I can admit I'm guilty of doing the same thing as far as not using the signal to change lanes. Yes, it is against the law, but during the traffic stop, it's alleged by the police that she supposedly got physical with the officer and slammed down. Now, a bystander who captured everything on video, you can hear as she's saying, well, you don't care that he slammed me down on my head. I can't hear things like that. So who knows what happened. I don't know if maybe there had been some trauma from being slammed down. But also you see one of the officers, for the guy that was recording, the officer was motioning for him to leave the scene. I mean, this guy, he had looked like he was a good 50, 60 feet off, so he wasn't interrupting or intervening with the traffic stop. But you know how cops are, they don't like to be videotaped, especially when they might have some dirt on them, and that could be aired out, which this already has. Now, here's where it gets tragic, because 3 days later, she was found dead in her jail cell. They said it was due to self-asphyxiation, which I think is total bullshit. Now, I just saw on usatoday.com, and one of the spokespeople for the police department said that she had taken a trash bag and used it in one of the secluded areas to hang herself. And what I find interesting about this is if it's a secluded area, because when I also read some different stories, it said that another person who had been detained found her. So if it's secluded, how did she get found? This is a woman that just accepted a job, and then they tried to say that Bland suffered from PTSD, which I think is total bullshit. You talk about someone who just accepted a position for the job that she was looking for, moved from one state to another, and then all of a sudden, because she wasn't right in the head, so to say, she's gonna get arrested and kill herself. Now, this is a woman who's made videos in the past talking about protecting oneself, especially due to a lot of the violence. And me personally, I've already said in a couple of my previous videos where something has happened that, you know, it's just the beginning of the year, and before the end of 2015, you're going to hear more stories about people that are being victimized due to police brutality, people that are being killed by the police. But it's just convenient that there's no camera in the jail cell to corroborate this story. So I think that there's foul play, and the family, they have every right to not believe what the police say, because once again, to say she's got PTSD, someone who had moved from one state to another looking forward to get another job, is it traumatic being arrested and being in jail? Yes, but with everything going for you, having accepted a position at a new job, and then all of a sudden wanting to just kill yourself with a plastic bag, I'm not buying that. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. That's the trouble, and I hope that this woman's family gets justice, because this is something that keeps happening, to where stories are being made up. With the video that was made, you don't see the actual stop. You see when she's already down. There's one cop that's on top of her, another cop is going towards his squad car. So you don't see her get slammed. You don't see any of that. You don't see, with this allegation that she tried to fight back with the cops. So I'm not buying that. And I've said that before, it's always some trumped up charge that the police will make up to try to get themselves into clear. Simply, or not, I can't say simply, but just like with Walter Scott, when the cop had alleged that Walter Scott tried to take the taser gun from him, but what you see is him running, trying to get himself out of the situation, and the cop unloading, shooting Walter Scott in the back about 7 or 8 times and killing him. So this right here, this woman and her family, they need justice. Now, this isn't me jumping to conclusion. Once again, we don't see what happened at the very beginning, but it's not for me to be more inclined to believe that yes, she swung at the police simply because it's that. Because they always say that this person tried to take action. Surprisingly, she didn't get shot, because that seems to be happening a lot, and not just with black people, but the white guy that was up north, when he came out of the store, he had his headphones on so he didn't hear. He made a sudden motion that the cop felt was threatening. The cop shot him twice in the chest. Just things like that. And there's another video that I'm gonna make about a white guy who was drunk and he got fucked up by the cops. That video is coming soon. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video because this shit keeps happening with police brutality and things like that, and this makes good cops look bad because of the bad cops doing shit like this. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link for this video, and if you like this video, I hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Also check me out on my Facebook page. Peace.